Hello and welcome to True Guidance Tarot. I'm Adriana Teodoro-Dier. I'm a spiritual medium and intuitive reader. I have a message for Pisces today. I have asked my guides and spirit to come through with a message that's meaningful and deeply helpful for you this week. And just so you know how it works. And I encourage you to subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. It helps us stay in constant contact every week so that you get the consistent information from the other side, the consistent higher guidance that helps you keep moving forward. And if at any point you feel compelled to like or comment during the course of this video, that's always super appreciated. And I am so grateful for you right now. So let's get straight to your reading. We've got an interesting thing happening with one of my cards. The energy around you is the Lovers. And this is a bit of a, okay. So this is, you're feeling the pressure to make some kind of decision in an affair of the heart. And this is strongly feeling like a relationship, not necessarily a romantic one. It could also be a platonic friendship kind of relationship, but you're feeling like a little pressure to make this happen. And it's like your heart's being squeezed. I've never seen this way, but this little shape here is kind of like a human heart. And this is the Eight of Swords. So, you're stuck in your head. You're not quite sure where to go and you feel like you don't have a way out. But it's because that heart is just being squeezed or pressurized. So this decision you're being asked to make is, you're not comfortable about it. You're not comfortable with it. And it's almost like, it's not that you're being forced to commit, but it's you're being forced to commit to an answer almost. And you're just not wanting to do that yet. And let's get to I know there's more in here, but we'll keep going as we go. We've got the Two of Pentacles going off one way. We've got the Five of Cups going into the Star. And so there's this idea that you're allowing your sadness to define you. And what does that actually mean? So this loss in the past, that you're trying to reconcile it, but it's like there's just too much water here. So you're too lost in your emotions and you're trying to find your way out to the purification, to the resolution of that sadness, but you're doing it with more emotion. So I'll use a different element to explain this. It's like you've got a fire and you're pouring gasoline on it. That's just making the fire bigger. And it's like you're trying to pour the gasoline on the fire to make the fire go out, but that's not going to work, right? And that's what you're doing here. You're pouring more water on your emotion. And yeah, Pisces, I'm just feeling this heaviness right here. It just feels very heavy and very sad. So let me see if I can get them to give us some advice here, because they're not quite giving us the way out that we need to give. I mean, first of all, it's not the right time to make this decision if you're so emotional, because the decision is not going to come from a well-balanced place. We're turning away from the pentacles in this spread. It's not going to come from a well-balanced place. And you're not taking into account every aspect of this decision. It's just like you feel this emotional pressure and you feel like it has to happen now. Maybe because the other person is asking you to do it, or you're just for some reason putting this pressure on yourself. And okay, I kind of see. So because it's not the right time, because your intuition is saying this isn't the right time, it's almost like it's throwing up a distraction for you. It's throwing up the memories of that sadness, the memories of all of those previous losses that you've had. And it's throwing this up to just kind of put you off the scent, because it doesn't want you making the decision this week. That's pretty nice advice. Don't have to decide anything this week. Because what they're actually wanting you to do, I was wondering where we were going with the Star card. They're wanting you to get clearer about who you are. And your decision is going to be very different than what you're expecting it to be right now. So, I'm just having a hard time, because how can you say to a Pisces, get out of your emotion? I mean, that's who you are. But let me see if they can give me the words to help you shift it. Okay, so they're literally saying, stop feeling so sorry for yourself, because feeling sorry for yourself is pulling you down and it's getting you lost. And you're not finding your way because you're stuck in these feelings of self-pity. Um, they're saying you have a choice in this matter. You don't have to just be lost in those watery depths. They're asking you, so it's interesting. This card, she's looking down. I don't know if you can see that. And then this card, she's looking up. And so they're saying, look up. Stop the self-pity stuff. Look up. It's time to talk to your soul. And it's time to leave behind the earthly stuff. So that's why your back is to the pentacles. Leave behind the earthly stuff. Leave behind the practicality. Leave behind this decision that you think you have to make. And just commune with your soul. Just get into that energy of no pressure, of complete acceptance, of being embraced. That ethereal part of you, which is sometimes very hard to describe or grasp. They're just saying, get in touch with that and stay in that. Oh, wow. The energy just lifted. I don't know if you felt that, but it really just lifted. They're saying, be in touch with that. You do not decide anything this week. Any pressure you're feeling, self-imposed or otherwise imposed, just smile and, I'm not deciding that this week, because you need to spend more time nurtured in that energy of your soul and your higher self. And that's going to make the decision become clear. And there's going to be no hemming and hawing. There's going to be no guessing. There's going to be no doubting. It's just going to be right there for you. But it's like you've got to bathe in the energy of your higher self this week. So instead of looking down, they want you to look up. Instead of deciding, they want you just to receive and allow that energy from the other side to come to you. And in the personal form of your higher self and your soul. Do you want to give us any more personal or practical information about how to do that? They're saying some of this is over dramatized, that this decision is not as pressing as you're making it. So again, take that pressure off yourself. And they're really not giving me anything practical like meditate for this many minutes a day or do this or do that. It's just like relieve that pressure, take that bind off of yourself. It's like you've got yourself tied up in knots, and they're just saying relieve that, take that away. It's not what you think. So whatever it is that you feel you have to do to connect to your higher self, whether it's being in nature, whether it's spending time in water, around water, taking quiet time for yourself. But I don't really get the feeling that it's those kind of practices. It's just like a mental switch of, wait a second, I don't have to do this right now. I don't have to do it right now. And it's like once you release that and you start opening yourself up to that higher intuition, all of a sudden that pressure just goes away and you start to have a lot more clarity. I felt what's going to happen with you. I hope you felt it at that moment. And if you don't, you're going to feel it this week if this resonates with you and if you follow what it's saying. So if you've got questions, please let me know. And I invite you to check out my website, True Guidance Tarot. There's a lot of awesome things on there, personal readings, a guidance path called the Phoenix Program, where I help people that are ready to awaken and open up spiritually. So a lot of stuff on there. There's links in the description below, and I'll look forward to seeing you next time. Have a good one.